Hey, what's going down, guys? This is Sarius, and welcome to episode 4 of our official Darkest Dungeon playthrough, and I am so glad to have you guys here. I hope everyone's rocking steady out there, and right now, our bounty hunter is jacked up. Even after a whole week of recovery, he's still not feeling himself. He's a shadow of his former self. He almost went berserker in our second episode, but he's slowly recovering, and it's going to take him another week and before I think he's going to be mission ready. I hope he's going to be ready to rock and roll. Until then, though, you can see that our Hellion, our brand new recruit, did a great job of really getting an easy dungeon run, and I'll do a little recap for you guys that might have missed it. Crazy stuff going, and look at that double kill, and she ends up just beasting forward with 7 damage. This is absolutely incredible. Oh, Renault following up with a beastly zealous accusation. Renault, he's gonna step forward, and being the badass that he is, he goes ahead and just in one fell swoop just pwns. So yeah, guys, you can see the previous mission, we just all beast moded. There were no casualties, no real stress damage induced. Everybody was just making their shots. It was a perfect thing. The reason why I'm saying that is because today's mission, oh my goodness gracious, things are going to take a 180-degree turn for the worse. We're going to have a real challenge here in the Weald, and I'm going to tell you what, man, this is a cursed road, and when they say it's cursed, dude, straight up, it is cursed, because we're going to have some serious trouble. Right here, we're actually going to be recruiting our Jester. I've never played with a Jester in my life. I have no idea how to use this guy and really maximize his potential, but I'll tell you what, struggle and challenge in this game is a really good teacher, and I'll tell you what, I learned a hard lesson in this mission, okay? And you're gonna see just how close we come to a lot of trouble here, okay? It's gonna be great. I'm really glad to bring you here and be able to explain to you the good stuff that's happening and also the bad stuff that's happening. All the bad runs we record, all the good stuff we record, and hopefully nobody's gonna die, but we'll see how it goes. Now, as that old adage goes, 2 is 1, my friends. I keep saying that in every video, and you guys are gonna hate me by the time I'm finished. But it's so important, you know. I can't stress it enough. And I wish I carried more bandages, though. That's the biggest thing, because there's gonna be a lot of objects you can interact with that we encounter today. So this is something you new players might have a chance of learning. Right here, mummified remains. Hit them up with some bandages, and you have a chance of looting some really cool stuff. We don't really get a good loot there. That was a pretty crappy relic there. I don't use relics right now, if many of you are asking. I don't use them because they have a lot of negative stats associated with them, and I haven't found anything good that's worth the whole, you know, you gain something but then you lose something. It's just not worth it. Right here, guys, this is where our battle of attrition is gonna start. This is where the disaster starts. It's right here. The reason why, these guys look like pushovers, right? Yeah, they have low HP. Check it out. This is what they get to do. If you don't kill them in one hit or fast enough or stun them or whatever, they can shadow clone themselves, and those shadow clones will shadow clone the shadow clones. Does that sound crazy? It sounds like my mind is getting wrapped around that concept, that they're so brutal, they're so difficult. Now right here, blooper number 1. My Jester here, being the 3rd row, has an opportunity to scythe the mid row to do some serious damage with the scythe there. Instead, what do? I play a tune. Now this actually, it's not that bad of a blunder, because the accuracy is in this game is ridiculously up to chance, and upping your accuracy and any sort of thing you can do to up that, to get your accuracy up, you're going to be hitting shots. That's what matters in this game, is hitting those shots, okay? So again, Francois, the brand new FNG, steps in right off the wagon, and he's already killing enemies left and right. There's a thing with Crusaders that I love. So right here, I'm trying to very desperately stun one of these jellos, so that way I have a chance to be able to get some free turns, but just they weren't yielding, man. They have a 50% stun resist, so again, I'm really shooting in the dark here. And right here, you saw that one crit just brought everybody's stress levels decently high, and this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the first battle here, and you're gonna see we're in some pretty bad shape here, okay? So again, I have a second chance to go for scythe or maybe even play a ballad, but I got my guy in the back to try to start doing some stress mitigation. I figured the battle's gonna probably carry on a little bit longer outside of where I want it to be, but if that's gonna happen, we start getting stressed, that I can have someone just playing a tune to bring us down a little bit. You know, again, his optimally, everybody will get -3 stress, but you can see that sometimes it doesn't work on everybody, which kind of blows a little bit, you know. But again, I guess that's all about the rolling of the dice part. So again, for this time, I'm just kind of using Dazzling Light at this point to try to get some damage in real quick to try to help my Crusaders here who are desperately trying to kill it. But again, wow, Renault is just one of those clutch guys. He just knows what's going down, man. When things get dire, this guy just gets more focused, I'm telling you. So guys, ancient coffin. As soon as I saw this, I instantly had pictures in my mind of like Dracula popping out of that thing. I'm like, forget this, we're on our way, just forget it, deuces, we're gone. If I don't recognize an object in the wild that I can interact with, I'm not just gonna open it with just my bare hands, you know what I mean? It's just so dangerous in this game. It's better to play it safe, man, you know what I mean? I'm just one of those kind of players. Right here, we did get jumped by some cytoplasms, ectoplasms, jello. I'm just gonna call them jellos. I'll never look at jello the same ever again after after playing this game. Seriously, it's horrifying what it looks like. You know what I mean? So I got a nice quick heal with my cleric on Weald here. He's gonna do a nice zealous accusation, and Francois is gonna try to follow up. Oh, come on, Francois. What are you doing there, buddy? Ah. You know, in my honest opinion, I really should have brought the Hellion with us. She would have done a great job with this AoE attacks. So I figured out how to beat these guys. Really, you want to have a Hellion with you so she can like axe blade all three of them in one go, and then you follow up with like Weald, zealous accusation. You can kill them real quick. But see, since I only had a 1v1 guy in my second midline, I didn't have a bounty hunter to help with that long range attack. You see, we really didn't have enough damage and DPS to take these guys out. That's what got us in trouble. So now that I'm looking in hindsight, I figure this is the reason. But right here, man, Francois has this really cool ability called Holy Lance. If he gets knocked to the back of the line or disoriented or surprised, he can immediately get himself right into the front line, but he gets a free attack doing that too. Like Weald, as amazing as this knight is, he has to slowly move up the line one by one, which can get everybody killed at that time. By the time he gets to the front, everybody's dead, you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool to have a guy that can just immediately leap like a ninja right into battle. So it's pretty interesting. Having both of these guys, I feel a little safer. We just need more training, we need more practice together. And hopefully by the time this is done, I can work parties out and we'll get a little better. Look at our jester, he's like, march forward! Yeah, right, you're in the back line, pal. Another coffin, I'm like, nope. Now right here, guys, this is cool. You actually can use bandages from what I've found here, and that will allow you to wrap your hand up and actually protect your hand as you loot. So that'll increase your chances of getting some really fat loot right there. And as soon as the game rewards us, it also takes everything away from us. Oh man, freaking traps. Here's another cool thing. If you see left luggage in the wild, you actually can drag and drop some skeleton keys to try and get a little bit of a hidden component there. Look at that, man. We got deeds and we got crests, man, and a pretty funky looking ring there. That's pretty cool looking. Awesome, man. So we're doing pretty well in terms of the loot department, right? We got a lot of lucrative stuff, but therein lies the challenge. You have all this great loot, but you want more, and then greed comes into effect. We're like, oh man, I can do so much better. But look how close we are. We're like, okay, a couple more rooms. This shouldn't be a big deal. We're gonna get all the fights going in. Things are looking good, right? Things are looking pretty good. Another mummified corpse, barricade in front. I don't have any bandages anymore. I should have brought more. See, this is why I should have brought that. But that's okay. At least you learn a little bit. That's why I try to get more equipped. Try to get more equipment. Hopefully when I have more funds, I can, you know, invest a little bit more in that. But we'll see how it goes. This right here, this battle right here, oh my goodness, what a bunch of blunders here. I'm going to show you some mistakes I've been making. Hopefully this will help you guys on your future playthroughs. We got the jump, we have the element of attack, we have the advantage. We need to take advantage of this, right? Now here's the thing, even though these ectoplasms have 50% chance to resist stuns, this one procced. I'm like, oh my goodness, awesome. We're going to use this leverage to really go forward. I ended up using Francois' ability here. I'm like, let's go and stun the front line. Let's see how this works so they don't duplicate themselves. Went off without a hitch. Boom, he's stunned. I'm like, this is great. So we're going to try to finish everything off. What I should have done was up our accuracy, but instead I went for stress. I shouldn't have done stress. I don't even know why I did that. Alright, so Weald is going to attack. A real nice attack there. Zealous Accusation takes out one of the ectoplasms, and now the stress nukers are so close. We're within blade point, and this happens. They do an Eldritch pull, pulls our healer all the way up into a really bad place, and now we're fighting for our lives here because I make two very big blunders. I finally use accuracy up, which is kind of cool, get the whole party accuracy up. I should have moved her back, but I was so desperate to try to get the blob killed. I still to this day, I'm like, why didn't you move back, homie? Because right here, Weald has to move his way all the way up, inch by inch. Okay, so right here, guys, this is a huge blunder. So you new players out there, watch this and learn from this. Learn from my error here. These knights, do you see how they're tripping over each other? They haven't even advanced their positioning. Now they get a crit, so everybody's getting stressed out. and they have no ability to get back into the front lines, okay? And that's just what it is. Francois here, he has Holy Lance, but he can't use it where he's positioned. So I have to use this rallying cry for myself to reduce some of that stress damage that's been just completely overwhelming me at this point. We've got the Eldritch push. This is what puts us back into position. If it wasn't for her being sympathetic to what our goofiness, we would have probably wiped on this. I mean, it's serious, like serious business, bro. Like that could have happened right there. So right now, our Bard is on stress mitigation, at least as long as opportunity presents itself, and it's been slim pickings straight up. We've just been having a really bad match here. You can see that our Cleric is going to go for a stun, does miss, it would have been so helpful, and the Acolyte's going to answer back with an Eldritch push. Luckily, Reynald was just like having none of it, dude. He's going to hold position fast. He's holding his ground. He's going to answer back with his own variation of pain here. And you can see that Francois is going to try to follow up. I'm like, dude, let's go and see if we can get a stun off this. Try to kill her, get her out of the fight. Whiff. No good. So now the Jester's going to take a little bit of stress damage, which I'm not at all concerned about, because he does have some mitigation that he can do to reduce himself. But right here, Francois is going to just get a tentacle to the face. I know it sounds so messed up. And he's in the back line right now. It's horrible. But right here, oh man, Reynald is just a valiant light amidst this dark freaking match that could have been avoided with so many errors I made. So right now I'm going to reposition our Jester, and he switches places with Francois, who's going to get a little bit closer, and he's going to go ahead and use a rallying cry on our Crusader up in front to hopefully mitigate some of that stress. It was pretty effective. Vestal went ahead, got a nice hit with the mace, taking her out of the fight. But man, that was such a frustrating battle, dude. I was so upset about that. Again, one more thing about unlocked strongboxes, you do not need keys. Don't waste your keys, guys. You can just open them up, but be careful, they might be booby-trapped. There's a good chance they might be. So again, I was just like, you know what? I had a tough battle. There's no way I'm going to leave without opening up that chest. And again, I have 2 more rooms to explore, guys. And to myself, I was saying to myself, we have a lot of stuff we have, but there's so much more that's unexplored. And curiosity got the best of me here. And you're going to see we could have walked away right now, and we wouldn't have had a whole lot of stress. We could have been mission ready for another adventure just about altogether. And we probably would have had a better chance of surviving together, right? So what do I do instead? I push the envelope. I'm like, nope, we're going to go forward. We're going to lead ourselves on. We lead ourselves into the trap. This should have been the first premonition, is that trap right there. Should have told me, nope, forget it, we're out of here. But nope, I was stubborn. And this is what it is. It's playing a mental game with you, man. We enter this room, we get a lucky scout chance. We have a battle right off the bat. As soon as we exit this room, I was like, we can handle these guys. They're probably just a bunch of spiders, right? Right, guys? Watch this, guys. Watch this. How fast the tide of battle is going to turn on us. Right here, guys. Watch this. Oh, devastating crit, guys. Everybody's getting freaked out here. This is just a terrible moment. A terrible moment. Luckily, the Vestal was able to counterattack one of them with a nice stun proc, but things are looking grim. Right here, Jester should have gone for a ballad to keep our accuracy up, but no. Watch this. This is a result of us not buffing up our accuracy. Watch this. We're not sitting here. I'm looking here. I'm like, what do I do? We have these snipers entrenched in the back. They've got optimal shooting position. Our stress is going off the charts. Should I go for Zealous Accusation, or should I just go for the kill shot on the Cutthroat? It's playing with my head at this point. I'm like, what should I do? So I go for the swing, trying to kill him with maximum damage, and I whiff of all things. Now we've got this guy slicing and dicing us. The stun wears off. Now we've got Francois trying to do a Holy Lance attack. Now this was a beautiful riposte. I'm telling you, man. He did a nice lunge there. He killed one of those Fusiliers. If he hadn't connected with that, I think we probably would have lost this fight, as he took out one of the key players right there. So I gotta say, Francois, you did redeem yourself, sir, after all of the misses, my friend. Now Reynald's gonna start hitting those nice shots there, and now we can start doing a little bit of stress mitigation. I should have upped our accuracy though. We're still gonna be whiffing a little bit too much. Slice and dice is gonna hurt us tremendously. Blanket fire is still going off, guys. We're soaking up bullets unnecessarily. It's pretty bad right now. So I'm like, maybe I should go for a stunning bullet, try to see if I can get one of them out of the fight. And I said, no, I don't know if maybe I should go for a regular strike dodge. Whiff. Oh my goodness. Things are really getting tense here. Now, you think that maybe I would go for a heal, but I try to go for a dazzling light stun. No good. No good. They resisted. So things are really getting bleak here, guys. I get a second chance to do this. So I'm like, I can't fail twice, can it? So as you can see, guys, we are trying to pull. We're fighting an uphill battle, trying to pull ourselves out of this hellhole that we've been thrown into. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, we can still win this. But look at this. Our Jester's going to go right into the red zone. He's at death's door, just about to die. We're freaking out. It's almost game over for him. And now after all of these misses, I finally hit a battle ballad. You'd think I would have learned to do this earlier, guys. So if you're seeing this video right now, don't do what I did. Up your accuracy as much as possible. We're finally landing blows, taking out the last remnants of these brigands. Oh my goodness, Zealous Accusation just goes and takes out the last guy. We've got the Fusilier to deal with. But do you think for the life of us that I could get a lucky stun in? Not even a freaking stun. Check this out. Right here, stunning blow. You think this would take him out? Nothing, nada, nothing. So this guy's gonna go and watch this. Boom! He crits my knight. Everybody's freaking out at this point. See, this could have easily been avoided if I hadn't been so silly on this. So now we're gonna finally just chop him down. But that fight right there, all alone, shows how fast your luck can change in this game in a New York minute, guys. Yeah, we came so close to death, guys. Seriously, like, oh my goodness. But the fact we actually made it, we still made it after all that. This is what makes the game so epic. Oh, man. So, guys, there's only one room left to go. I have to check and see what's in there, dude. I'm just so curious. And right here, those rotted out tree trunks, you can throw in antidotes, and you can find some really cool items in there. Just future reference. It might help you find better loot out there in the game, so hopefully you're going to be able to use that tip. I end up throwing away our shovel, because it's going to end up getting destroyed anyway towards the end of the mission. And right here, I'm sweating like crazy. I'm like, what if there's like this crazy endgame boss we haven't fought yet? What if there's something really freaky out there that just, it's like a fluke incident, you know what I mean? And I was so scared for my team. I'm like, God, we're gonna run. There was nothing there. Oh my gosh, but I got so close to freaking out right there. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Sarius, and I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I am just having a blast making these videos. The game is so tense, and I haven't had this much fun in a very, very long time. If you want to see some more, please show your support by hitting that like button, giving it a little bit of love, and if you want to share with your friends and subscribe, dude, that's an added bonus. Thank you so much for everything. And guys, I'll see you on the flip side. We have some awesome footage on the way, so I will catch you later. This is Sarius. I love you guys. Peace out. Homies! Take it easy.